Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. A few days ago, I released a video and it was called Speak to Know versus Speak to Feel. And it was about I guess the two types of presentations that you could give. There's the one where you really want to elicit feelings or emotions in the audience and not speak to feel. And then there's the presentation where it's really important that you disseminate information that people can take away and use. And that's speak to know. And it's so ironic that I released that video not too long ago that over the weekend, I looked at this video. It was actually, I was a member. Well, I attended a virtual event. And as part of the virtual event, they showed a video of the host. And it was the host giving a presentation. It's just a short snippet of a presentation that the host had given. And in this video, there was a lot going on. There was these 3D graphics, holograms that appeared on the stage with the host as she was giving her presentation. And you might, if you were to have seen the video, you'd think, wow, this is really impressive. Apparently it took her 4 years to get the whole thing down, get the technology to where it needed to be even able to see these 3D graphics, these holograms. And apparently it was a lot of work to make it happen. And it showed, it absolutely showed. I'm sure the people that were in the audience for that presentation were impressed because I've never seen anything like it before. So when you have a presentation like that, it certainly can be impressive. But then the con potentially of it is that people will pay so much attention to these graphics, to these holograms, that they miss the message of the entire presentation. And that's something that you want to avoid. So when you could talk about speak to feel, then yes, people would feel good about being in a presentation where you saw all these graphics and it was just, mentally stimulating or just emotionally stimulating, I'll say. It was so cool to see something like that because you've never seen anything like that before. But if you're into speak to know, you might be thinking, well, this is kind of distracting from the message. What is this presentation about again? All I can really remember from the presentation were the graphics, were the holograms. So how could this presenter possibly be able to have both the graphics and have people remember the message? I think when it comes down to it, at the end of your presentation, you really need to hit hard what the takeaways are. I mean, that's something you should be doing anyway for any presentation, but especially in a presentation where people could have potentially been distracted by something like these 3D holograms, these graphics. At the end of the presentation, the last thing they really should hear is what they should have taken away from the presentation. So at least, even if they remember the presentation based on the graphics, they should also remember the takeaways from the presentation as well. So hopefully that's been helpful. I mean, if you're going to introduce something within a presentation to make it more visually appealing, maybe hopefully it can help in engaging the audience. You also run the risk of it being distracting to the audience as well. So in that instance, it's really important to really nail down what that call to action is at the end, what the takeaways are at the end, to at least give yourself the best shot of the people remembering remembering the takeaways, remembering the call to action, in addition to the really cool graphics. Hopefully that helps. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I am the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. Until next time, take care.